I tested some of the best budget gaming monitors of 2025, and in this video, I am going to rank them in a tier list based on their value for money, overall performance, and more. Links to all of the products will be in the description below. Asus ROG Strix XG27 ACS. This 1440p display rocks a crisp 180Hz refresh rate that's perfect for most modern games, and the IPS panel delivers some seriously clean colors. The motion handling is super smooth, and I love that it comes with eLMB sync tech to reduce motion blur while keeping variable refresh rate active. While it's awesome for casual gaming, I wouldn't recommend it for hardcore competitive players who need those ultra-high refresh rates. The USB-C port is nice, but the limited power delivery is kind of a bummer. I'm putting this in the great tier because it hits that sweet spot of features and performance for most gamers. Alienware AW2523HF. Holy smokes, this thing is blazing fast with its 360Hz refresh rate, and the response time is absolutely incredible. The colors pop beautifully on the IPS panel, and the build quality is top-notch with that signature Alienware design. While it's only 1080p, that's actually perfect for competitive gaming where every frame counts. The stand is super versatile with all the adjustments you could want, and it even has a USB hub, which is super convenient. This beast absolutely deserves God tier. It's basically the perfect monitor for competitive gamers who want every possible advantage. Gigabyte GS27QC. The curved VA panel delivers those deep blacks that make dark scenes look amazing, and the 170Hz refresh rate is pretty solid for most gaming needs. There's some nice gaming features like FreeSync support, but I'm not too happy about the VRR flickering issues in dark scenes. The ergonomics are pretty terrible, which is disappointing if you like adjusting your monitor position frequently. Even with these drawbacks, I'm placing this in the great tier because it offers solid gaming performance and picture quality for the price point. Asus TUF VG289Q. A 4K resolution on a 28-inch screen makes everything look incredibly sharp, and the colors are super vibrant thanks to that 90% DCI-B3 coverage. The stand is fully adjustable, which is awesome for getting that perfect viewing angle. While it's limited to 60Hz, that's actually fine for 4K gaming unless you've got some seriously beefy hardware. The HDR is pretty basic, but hey, at least it's there. I'm definitely putting this in great tier. It's an excellent choice for anyone who wants crisp 4K visuals without breaking the bank. BenQ Mobius EX2510S. This 25-inch IPS panel delivers flawless video processing with a snappy 165Hz refresh rate and excellent color accuracy in sRGB mode. The built-in speakers actually surprised me with decent bass and overall sound quality, which is rare for a monitor. While the HDR performance isn't anything special, the solid build quality and great gaming features make up for it. I'm putting this in the good tier because it hits that sweet spot between performance and price, perfect for competitive gamers who don't need fancy extras. HP OLED 32Q. Rocking a massive 32-inch IPS panel with QHD resolution and 165Hz refresh rate, this monitor brings some serious value to the table. The color performance is pretty solid, covering 100% sRGB and 89% DCI-P3. Though the pixel density at 92 ppi means text can look a bit pixelated. While it lacks built-in speakers and USB ports, the super low input lag and bright HDR performance make it a decent pick. Given its limitations and the price point, I'm placing this one in the average tier. It's good for budget-conscious gamers who want a big screen but can live without the extras. ViewSonic XG2431. A 24-inch 1080p display pushing 240Hz with some seriously fast response times. The Blur Busters certification is a nice touch, and the customizable backlight strobing feature really helps with motion clarity. However, the HDR performance is pretty disappointing, and the contrast ratio isn't anything to write home about. While it's great for competitive gaming, the limited picture quality and resolution hold it back. That's why I'm putting this in the average tier. It's really only for the hardcore competitive gamers who prioritize speed over everything else. Asus TUF Gaming VG259QR. This 24.5-inch Full HD monitor comes with a 165Hz refresh rate and eLMB technology for that sweet 1ms response time. The IPS panel gives you those wide viewing angles, and the G-Sync compatibility is great for tear-free gaming. The ergonomic stand offers plenty of adjustment options, which is always nice to have. However, nothing really stands out here. It's just hitting the basic requirements for a gaming monitor. That's why I'm dropping this in the average tier. It's a safe choice for budget gamers, but doesn't bring anything special to the table. QTC G27P6. This OLED panel delivers incredible contrast and HDR performance with a 240Hz refresh rate and 0.03ms response time, which is pretty impressive for gaming. I love that it comes with USB-C connectivity and 65-watt power delivery. Plus it has some nice extra features like built-in speakers that actually sound decent. The downside is the lack of HDMI 2.1, and it's still relatively pricey compared to other options. For what you're getting though, I think this belongs in average tier. It's good, but the price to performance ratio just isn't quite there yet. Dell S2721QS. The 4K resolution on this IPS panel looks absolutely crisp, and I really dig the ergonomic stand that lets you adjust it pretty much any way you want. You get great color accuracy and it handles reflections like a champ. The 60Hz refresh rate is definitely limiting for gaming though, even if it does support FreeSync. When I think about the balance of features and price point, this lands solidly in good tier. It's perfect for productivity and casual gaming. Gigabyte M27QX. The 240Hz refresh rate paired with that crisp 1440p resolution is just chef's kiss. The response times are fantastic and I love you can use blur reduction with adaptive sync at the same time. The KVM feature is super handy, and the color accuracy is on point. Sure, the HDR performance isn't mind-blowing, but for competitive gaming, this thing absolutely slaps. That's why I'm putting this in the great tier. It's just an awesome all-around gaming monitor that won't break the bank. LG 27G at 800B. You're getting a solid 144Hz refresh rate with great response times and excellent motion handling. The IPS panel gives you nice wide viewing angles and good color reproduction. My only real gripe is the stand. It's pretty basic with limited adjustability. The 1440p resolution hits that sweet spot for both gaming and productivity though. Taking everything into account, this deserves good tier. It delivers strong gaming performance at a reasonable price point. Xiaomi G Pro 27i. Mini LED with 1155 dimming zones and quantum dots sound amazing on paper, but there are some significant drawbacks that make me hesitant. While it delivers excellent HDR performance with up to 1000 nits brightness and fantastic color coverage, the blooming issues are pretty noticeable, especially with subtitles and UI elements. The 180Hz refresh rate is nice, but the motion clarity isn't just anything special, compared to other monitors in this range. I'm putting this in the average tier. While it has premium features, the execution just isn't quite there for the price. Acer Nitro XV275U. This thing is an absolute beast with its mini LED local dimming that gives you those deep blacks and fantastic HDR performance. The 170Hz refresh rate handles motion beautifully at high refresh rates, though there's some ghosting at lower ones. What really sells me is the incredible ergonomics and that USB-C port with 90-watt power delivery. Perfect for a clean desk setup. The build quality is top-notch and the picture quality is just chef's kiss. For these reasons, I'm confidently placing this in a great tier. It's practically perfect for both gaming and content creation. ViewSonic Omni VX2728J 2K. The value proposition here is absolutely insane. We're talking 180Hz refresh rate, fantastic color accuracy, and super responsive gaming performance. Motion clarity is excellent with minimal ghosting, and the IPS panel delivers those vibrant colors we all love. The only real downsides are the basic HDR support and those slightly weak 2-watt speakers. But honestly, at this price point, who cares? The performance to price ratio is just too good to ignore. That's why I'm putting this in the great tier. It's a budget beast that punches up way above its weight class. Dell G2724D. The 165Hz refresh rate and QHD resolution make this a solid gaming contender. It handles motion really well with consistently fast response times across its refresh rate range. Though HDR performance is pretty underwhelming. The ergonomics are fantastic, but the lack of USB ports and even a basic audio jack is kind of a bummer. While it's not breaking any records, it delivers reliable performance for both gaming and office work. I'm placing this in good tier. It's a dependable choice that gets the job done without any fancy bells or whistles. Asus VG246H. A 24-inch 1080p IPS panel with a 75Hz refresh rate and FreeSync support that delivers decent gaming performance for casual players. The outstanding ergonomics and wide viewing angles make it great for sharing content, but the relatively low refresh rate and slow response times lead to noticeable motion blur in fast-paced games. While it handles reflections well and has low input lag, the limited connectivity with just one HDMI port is quite restrictive. I'm putting this in the good tier. It's a solid budget choice for casual gamers who don't need blazing fast refresh rates. Innoton 27G1S Plus. This 27-inch 1440p monitor rocks a fast IPS panel with 240Hz refresh rate and 1ms response time, which sounds impressive on paper. The G-Sync compatibility and 99% sRGB coverage are nice touches, but the 250 nits brightness is pretty dim by today's standards. While it offers decent gaming specs, the build quality and feature set don't quite match up to competitors at this price point. For me, this lands squarely in average tier. It's not bad, but there are better options in this price range. AOC Q27G3XMN. Now this is what I'm talking about. A 27-inch 1440p PVA panel with mini LED backlighting featuring 336 dimming zones and display HDR 1000 certification. The 180Hz refresh rate combined with excellent response times delivers buttery smooth gaming performance. The high contrast ratio and local dimming create stunning HDR visuals, though there is some VRR flickering to watch out for. This is an easy god tier placement for me. It brings premium features like mini LED to a budget price point, making it an incredible value. LG 32GN 650. A 32-inch 1440p PVA panel pushing 165Hz that delivers deep blacks thanks to its 3000:1 contrast ratio. The FreeSync support and low input lag make for responsive gaming, though there is some noticeable dark level smearing typical of VA panels. The ergonomic stand and large screen size are great for immersion, but the lack of HDR impact and limited connectivity hold it back slightly. This lands in great tier for me. It's an excellent choice for gamers who want a large, high-contrast display without breaking the bank. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the budget gaming monitors for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description. Alright, peace out.